of you might have heard there's this really awesome campaign for a $15 an hour minimum wage, and we won in Seattle. We got a $15 an hour minimum wage for all workers in Seattle. And we know that that movement kicked off here in Manhattan when fast food workers went out on strike bravely, you know, just putting their jobs at risk. The only thing that they had clinging them to being able to survive. They went out on strike and said enough. We can't survive on $7.25. We want 15 in a union, and that helped to spark a national movement with low-wage workers saying we can't survive on whatever the minimum wage is in our city, in our state. In Washington State, we have the highest minimum wage in the country, $9.32, but still, that's not enough to survive. And in Seattle, we had, you know, a Fight for 15 come there at the same time that we were running this bold socialist election campaign for Shama Sawant, who also ran on a $15 an hour minimum wage campaign last year, before, as the stranger said, before it was cool. We were running on this because this is what workers need. And when workers came out on strike in Seattle, we immediately took it up. We were there, you know, on the picket lines and supporting them all the way through. And it forced the whole political establishment to take notice. They couldn't ignore it because there was a candidate that was there that was supporting the workers. And that forced it to the top of the political agenda. And they immediately had to have a committee, put together a proposal, and now just 6 months after electing the first socialists in 100 years, and you know, just a year after the first workers went out on strike, we have won a $15 an hour minimum wage. As you all know, in the wake of electing the first socialist alternative, with allies in the unions and also community organizations, launched 15 Now. Because all the campaigns that we had seen, all the Fight for 15 campaigns, which were incredibly important for sparking the movement, for getting workers involved, were not open to community involvement. There were a lot of supporters out there that wanted directly to be involved, wanted to know way ahead of time if there was going to be a rally so they could get support around it and help it win. So we launched 15 Now to really be a spearhead for this and get community involvement. We launched action groups. We had big rallies, big marches every single month, forcing the political establishment not only to acknowledge 15, but that all workers should be covered. But friends, comrades, sisters, and brothers, this was not done for free. So what I'm here to ask you all to do is to please dig deep and donate to 15 Now. We won a $15 an hour minimum wage in record time with just $150,000. And let me put that into context for you. Over a 10-year period, this $15 an hour minimum wage is going to take from the top $3 billion and put it into the pockets of working people. Yeah. And it was entirely funded by unions, by the Solidarity Fund of our newly elected Socialist City Council member, who said, I'm not going to take a $120,000 salary. I'm going to take the average wage and I'm going to put the rest in a Solidarity Fund. And ordinary working people making monthly donations of $15, $20, $50, $100 a month to help us print all those lovely placards and picket signs you've seen, the t-shirts, all the leaflets, the endless leaflets that we have to hand out to let people know about rallies. That all costs money. So I'm asking you all to please help us spread this nationally. Spread this to New York where it started, to overturn the ban in Albany to let you pass a $15 an hour minimum wage here in New York. Donate to 15 Now. You can do it online. I think we might have forms here with us tonight. If not, you can donate at 15now.org. Thank you so much.